vertebrae, got this broken to his place. It's chin in his face, yeah. From then I say it's evidence you entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is your pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up, then I again. Gone, feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. With a chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57, we are underway now in the NFC Championship. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Brady. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
No, 56.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. The slot man in motion right.
Don't damn it! Hey, hold 66.
In motion right is Watkins. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. He'll return it from the 6. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Prescott off play action. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea to slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On second down, it's Pollard. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Prescott. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Marr able to put this one through, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On play action, it's Brady. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Brady going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
Oh, no doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Gibson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. That one goes for 8 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. That's Samuel. Caught left side. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
In motion left is Watkins. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
First and 10, it's Gibson. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
In motion left is Watkins. Now on 2nd and 13. Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thomas. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Brady. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. Advances forward on the jet sweep. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Quez Watkins, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Prescott now. And he'll be hit as He releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Prescott to throw on fourth. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And again, it's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a third and 2 more. Prescott to throw it. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Marr now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Now Brady to try again after the pick six. Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. No return here for Claybrooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, now Brady. And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Micah Parsons in there to bury him for a loss of 11. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. In motion left is Watkins. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this is caught by Watkins. And they work this out past the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's going to look deep for Watkins. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Folk connects on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Pollard again. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Open man Lamb, it's complete. Down inside the 10, and he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now a give here to Pollard. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. The kick by Maher is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
In motion comes the tight end left.
Hey, check it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
From the gun on third down, Brady. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards that time. One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Sugar!
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Brady will try again on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Brady again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Room here to run. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 105 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Now Brady. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Again, it's Brady.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown.
Quez Watkins
With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Brady's going to look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Kelvin Joseph.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, it's such a high-stakes scenario. Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
On second and 9, Prescott, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. Prescott now from the 50.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
On for the extra point is Folk. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On play action, Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Back near his goal line. Here's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. There he goes left side. 20. Touchdown, Washington. Quez Watkins saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Throwing here, Prescott. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run left with Pollard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
On third down, it's Pollard. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Hey, 166.
In motion left is Watkins.
Check it. Regular.
One final try now for Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
You gotta choose.